Ever had a moment where you knew you were overreacting, but you just couldn't stop yourself? In this video, I'm going to show you a 3-step tool you can use in under 60 seconds to calm intense emotions before they take over. And the best part, it's grounded in real science and it actually works. We have all been there. Maybe you are sitting in traffic and someone cuts you off and you feel that immediate surge of rage. Or you get an email from your boss that feels critical and your chest tightens with anxiety. In those moments, it can feel like a wave is washing over you and you're just trying to keep your head above water. This isn't a weakness or character flaw. It's your body's ancient survival system doing its job. Because when your brain senses a threat, whether it's a snake in the jungle or a stressful comment from your partner, it triggers a physical alarm. The problem isn't the feeling itself. The problem is that most of us were never taught how to work with our bodies to turn that alarm off. But this is a skill, and you can learn it. The technique we are going to walk through is designed to do one thing first: calm your body. Because you can't reason with your brain until your body feels safe. It pulls together ideas from mindfulness and therapy into 3 very simple steps. Let's look at them. The very first thing to do, the very moment you feel that rush of a strong emotion, is to just pause. Before you act, before you speak, just stop. This creates a small precious gap between the trigger and your reaction. It's like hitting the pause button on a movie. Now, in that moment of pause, you do one simple thing. You quietly name the feeling to yourself. You don't need a fancy vocabulary, just, this is anger. Or, okay, I'm feeling panic right now. Or, this is overwhelm. The simple act of labeling what you feel has a profound effect. Brain studies show us that putting a name to an emotion helps to calm down the emotional reactive parts of the brain. It's a shift from I am angry to I am noticing the feeling of anger. You are no longer lost in the storm. You are the person watching the storm from a safe place. This gives you just enough breathing room to take the next step. Now that you've put a name to the feeling, the second step is to send a signal of safety to your body. Strong emotions create a very real physical response, so we need a physical way to calm it down. We need to speak to our body in a language it understands, which is sensation. Let's say, for example, you're in a tense conversation and you feel yourself about to explode. Try this grounding exercise called the 5-4-3-2-1 method. Wherever you are, just quietly notice 5 things you can see around you. For example, your desk, a cup, or a spot on the wall. Next, notice 4 things you can physically feel. For example, your feet on the floor, the fabric of your shirt, or the chair supporting you. Then notice 3 things you can hear, like the hum of a computer, a clock ticking, or distant traffic. Next, notice 2 things you can smell. For example, your coffee or the air in the room. And finally, notice 1 thing you can taste. Maybe the lingering taste of toothpaste or just the inside of your mouth. This exercise gently pulls your attention out of the emotional spiral and into the physical reality of the present moment. Another powerful tool is temperature. If you can get away for a moment, just splashing cold water on your face or holding a cold can of soda can activate a response in your nervous system that rapidly slows your heart rate. The goal here is not to erase the emotion, but to turn down its volume so your thinking brain can come back online again. You've paused, you've named the feeling, and you've calmed your body. Now, from this place of greater clarity, you can take the final step. This is where you gently re-engage your rational mind. You don't need to force yourself to feel positive. Just ask yourself a simple question. What is one small thing I can do right now that would be helpful? This isn't about solving the entire problem at once. It's about shifting from being helpless to being active. For example, if you were in that tense conversation, instead of letting anger take over, the helpful step might be to say, I need to take a 5-minute break before we continue. This final step is what helps you move from feeling like a victim of your emotions to being the one in charge of your own life. You're choosing consciously a response that serves you rather than letting the raw emotion make the choice for you. So let's bring it all together. The 3 steps are: pause and name it. The moment you feel it, stop and silently label the emotion. Then the next step is physical reset. Use your sensors or temperature to send a calming signal to your body. And the last step is that gentle shift. Ask what one helpful step would be and choose your response from a calmer place. Learning to work with your emotions isn't about building a wall against them. It's about understanding that they are signals from your body. By learning to listen to those signals and respond with care, you build trust in yourself over time. I encourage you to try this just once. The next time you feel that wave of intense emotion, see if you can walk yourself through these steps. Then I'd be very interested to hear how it went for you in the comments. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to read. If this was helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more practical ways to understand your own mind. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.